Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a coronavirus-free broadcast. We are live at Kevin Turner Field within the friendly confines of Stanley Jensen Stadium. Tonight features a matchup between your Prattville Lions and our nearby neighbors, the Wetumpka Indians. I'm Randy Soleil alongside Jimmy Rogers, and this is Prattville Lions Soccer. You've heard Georgetown has canceled classes the remainder of the semester. You've also heard that the Ivy League schools have canceled all future spring sporting events. And you've heard that toilet paper is inexplicably flying off the shelves from Costco and Walmart. The world is gripped with panic and fear. But Jimmy, I just want to know one thing. What do the Lions have to do tonight to defeat these Wetumpka Indians?
It's a great question. And I'm really hard to follow that introduction. Really hard. So, I think they have to attack. I think that the last time they played Wetumpka, they didn't attack. They didn't put a lot of pressure on them until they got down or they got a little pressure from Wetumpka. So I think they just need to come out from the start, attack, balls over the top, get the ball in dangerous positions, and I think we'll be fine. I think we're a better team than Wetumpka, but we'll see. We'll see.
We can be the better team. We still have to play as the better team.
I agree.
And I think that'll be key tonight. Captains have met at midfield, and the coin toss has been done. So
Tossed.
We're just waiting for the they do toss that coin, don't they? Waiting for the teams now to come out onto the field, line up, and get ready to kick this thing off.
I do want to mention we're on Facebook on the Prattville Alive site. So if you're listening out there and you want to leave a comment, be nice, please. Randy worked hard on that opening. I thought that was excellent. That was a great job there. Leave a comment. Tell us where you're watching from. Maybe we'll mention your name. You win a prize.
That's exactly right. If you have a question, let us know. We'll be more than happy to entertain those questions as long as they are Prattville soccer related.
And I can find my glasses to read the actual.
Yes, if we can't read it, we're definitely not going to address it. So, Jimmy, we play tonight against Wetumpka, and then we've got one night off, and then Friday we're right back here against an area foe, Enterprise, and Enterprise has a very good squad this year. I understand you watched them play last night against Montgomery Academy. How'd that game look to you?
I did. Enterprise, they're very good, but they're very physical. They're not particularly they don't play a skill game. They play a pound it, run through, and actually what gave a really skilled MA team a lot of problems. The score ended up being Enterprise won 4-3, and they were down 10 men for the last 10 minutes of the first half and the entire second half. Their best player got a red card. I'm not sure what that means for us on Friday. I know that is Enterprise's next game, so the rules are a little unclear.
What was the score when the Enterprise player went out?
2-2.
2-2. 10 minutes to play in the first half.
About 10 minutes, right?
And they won 4-3.
They won 4-3. And really, like I said, they didn't do a lot of things special. They had one kid, he hit a shot from a pretty good distance, but they were bigger and they were stronger, and that's what ended up hurting MA in the long run. MA was more skilled, but Enterprise just ran right through them. I mean, literally ran right through them or around them, and that's the way that goes. But we'll deal with that on Friday. Tonight we've got Prattville Soccer playing the Wetumpka Indians. I was going to say Wolves, but I thought that may have run its course.
I believe it has. We may throw one more in later in the season, but right now looks like Tim Jackson's got the ball in midfield, waiting for the referee to blow the whistle and start this game. Referee's checking with the goalkeepers. And away we go.
I think it's the same referee we had for Lee the other night.
I believe it is.
I thought he did a pretty good job.
That was a well-called game.
Yeah, it was.
Well-called half.
It's a lot easier to be kind to the referee when you're up 9-0.
That does help. Colin Rogers sends a deep ball through, looking for an early opportunity. Wetumpka's goalie does come out off his line awful quick, and he does that routinely. Lions may be able to capitalize on that if they can drop that ball just a little short. He's got a nice punt out to midfield. Do want to mention one lineup change. We lost Caden Gazelle in the Robert E. Lee game. He has an issue with his ankle. I saw a picture. It was not pretty. So, Caden, I hope you're healing well. Get that addressed. But Coach Jones called up Mason Andriadakis, and looks like he's playing left back right now. So he
Well, I don't
pulled
like
him off
that.
the JV and put him on the starting lineup.
I don't like that. They called a push on the sideline, but I think that's a really tough break for the Lions there because I don't think there was much to that.
They might try to call this game a little tight to start with.
But that was the line judge. I mean, I don't know if that's his job to set the tone for the way the game's officiated.
He did not let him play physical in the JV game before this, where he was the head ref.
That's a good point. Well, he's not anymore, so. I'll get to it. Good thought.
Drake Blattner making that run, trying to catch. Oh, almost got to it.
I don't know. Of course, Drake was out this weekend. He had either flu or a stomach virus or.
Yeah, the Lions were at a tournament, and Drake played Friday night, but was unable to play in the game Saturday due to an illness. Glad to see him back on the pitch. Clayton Bowles battles with number 10. Wetumpka gets the ball and has possession. Looks like both teams are just trying to find some sort of breakaway early in the game, try to get a goal on the board quickly. Jordan collects that, sends the ball in the opposite direction. Tim's able to get the ball out to Blattner, who then gets it ahead. Tim's trying to run onto it, but unable to get there.
I hope at some point we move Loomis up front.
I believe we're just going to try to feel Wetumpka out again and have him in the middle to start with. Jones experimented with that up in Birmingham this past weekend by moving Chris back, particularly against Oak Mountain. I think it worked well to give us a little more balance there in the midfield.
He's got Colin Rogers in the 6th position. I'm not sure we may need him at center back against Enterprise.
I would have to agree. But we'll see. Holsenbach playing the right back position. I'm sorry, Holsenbach's in the middle with Colin Soleil and Kyle Hades.
Oh, there's
right
a good
back.
ball. Somebody's got to get to it. Boy, he doesn't look like he's feeling. Oh, that's a corner.
There
we go.
Nice
work.
Hard. Blattner, little cheeky play. I like it. He's able to earn the corner kick for the Lions.
He looks a little drained there. I don't know if he's still feeling the after effects of that, but that was a nice play. Kicked it off the Wetumpka player and got us a corner kick, and this is, I think, where we can really do some damage.
You don't always have to be first to the ball if you can still win the ball. Blattner did that there. Loomis
So it was
steps
all
over
part of the
ball.
grand plan, is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
He's very cerebral. Loomis sends the ball out to Blattner. Blattner sends it back to Loomis, who's trying to find an opportunity to cross it in.
Got to have soft feet there.
A little strong off of Clayton Bowles' foot. Wetumpka again collects the ball.
Not a
in the
big
back.
fan of that short corner. I mean, let's get it in there and bounce it around. That's what we do best.
I want to throw everything possible toward the goal.
Right in front of the goal.
Just creates opportunities. Wetumpka now with the ball. Number 7 with a nice ball ahead. Brantley Jordan comes out to collect it. Jordan had a good weekend, kept the scores very respectable. He faced a lot of shots, but he stood tall and performed very admirably.
Yeah, the game the only game I was actually able to see live, he had one ball got through his hands, and then the other was an own goal, which he couldn't do anything about. The one was, there we go, drop it back. Nothing wrong with starting over. But the own goal was a hustle play. I mean, it was one of those where that's what he had to do, and
you play on the back line long enough, you're going to have that happen.
We don't need that.
Wetumpka with a
one thing
shot.
sometimes our freshman goalie gets is starting that in the middle.
And every now and then rushes it just a little. You'd like to see him slow down the pace of play at times.
Yeah.
A little bit more than he does.
Prattville, I don't know if we mentioned, Prattville in the black uniforms and Wetumpka in the white uniforms. Just got a text message asking him what color. So Got to do better with that.
Wetumpka wins the throw in. They'll throw it in quickly. Clayton Bowles on the ball. Finds Loomis. Loomis drops it all the way back to Holsenbach. Holsenbach decides to take it all the way back to Jordan, who quickly kicks it out. Finds Colin Rogers on the left side. Rogers gets the ball to Clayton Bowles, and unfortunately he turned it over there. Indians now with the ball. If I remember that game in Wetumpka correctly, and I may not, I'm getting older, it seemed like the run of play really was relatively even. They just had a couple opportunities closer to the net that they took advantage of.
Well, I think so. I think in the second half, I think the run of play was definitely in Prattville's favor. We just couldn't put the ball in the net, if I remember right. But then, with a minute and a half left, they come down and we had a little bit of breakdown in the in the midfield, in the middle of the field there, right in front of the goal, and the guy was able to hit a good shot. And then I think even after that score, we had 3 or 4 chances.
Good chances.
Yeah. Well, with a minute and a half left.
Indians kick the ball out. Kyle Haday with the throw in. Kyle throws it down the sideline and off the head of an Indian player. Well done, Kyle. He didn't call a shot. We'll count it anyway. It's kind of like the backboard. You got to call it.
Yeah.
Kyle finds Blattner. Blattner drops it back. AR with a quick flag.
Yeah, he's in charge, isn't he?
Tough break for the Lions. Number 3 drops it back to number 11. If I remember right, 11's a pretty good defender. Gave the Lions some trouble in their game in Wetumpka.
13's a big kid.
Apparently Jordan collects that ball.
Oh, I think we got lucky there.
The referee called a tip. I believe it was right.
I think that was a good break for the Lions there. I really do.
We'll take advantage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're not
going to take that. We're not going to argue with it.
Yeah, we're not going to give that back, but
Siegler making a little run to try to win the ball. Kicks it out of bounds. Indian throw in.
Your engineer in there talking about the coronavirus.
Stacey Mills is all over it.
Yeah.
He sets us up and
Engineer.
he solves the problems of the world.
Medical.
Aficionado.
That's right. You got to come out and get that. Take your time. There
Not
you
just
go.
a video doctor. Still
it's kind of stagnant
collecting
tonight.
this ball.
Nobody with real chances. Like I said, we may have to change our lineup to get some, because they really hadn't. Wetumpka hadn't really threatened. Well, just as I said that.
Holsenbach made a little bit of a mistake there. Cannot play 50-50 balls to your keeper when a defender's right on your shoulder and your keeper's only a few yards away. I'm sure he learned a lesson there.
Well, it's not his natural position. Well, I mean, he's not the one he's been playing for most of the year.
Lions get out to Tim. Tim with a quick turn. He's got Siegler making a run. Sends the so close. I still like to see those go over the top. I just feel like that leaves less room for error, but that's all right. Nice ball. Siegler's able to collect it anyway in the middle.
Oh, he's in by
beats a
himself.
defender. Siegler shoots. Oh, just wide.
Oh, he had more time. Should have put that on frame. Had way more time than that.
Could have taken one more touch. Probably got a little better shot off. Shooting near post, too, where the keeper is. I'd like to see him take that shot a little farther away. Try to send that far post.
But that's a good chance.
It's a good opportunity for the Lions.
I mean, he's going to be quicker than Daniel's going to be quicker than the backs they have. Well, I don't know that kid there, but the one he ran right there, he was much quicker. Just ran away from him, and that's where we're at our best. That was a good
There's
steal by
Loomis.
Loomis.
That's why you've got him in the middle to win those balls. Loomis is working that defender. Defender decides he's going to tap out.
I'm not exactly sure what he called there.
I believe he called Loomis with a push, although I didn't really see it.
I think our scoreboard operator got that right. I think he kind of just fell. And
Caroline Rogers is the scoreboard operator tonight. She does an excellent job each and every time she does it. Blattner applying some pressure. Wetumpka is able to get the ball onto the back line of Prattville. Kyle wins the ball, gets it up to Drake. Drake turns it inside to Bowles. Bowles sends it down the line, trying to find Blattner. Blattner does a good job pressing. He's trying to get the ball to Tim Jackson. Lines collect it. Moving the ball around really well tonight, Jimmy.
They are, but we need to create opportunities with that. Possession for possession's sake is not really what we're looking for. We need to, and maybe it will. Maybe something will come of it, but
I believe after last weekend, any little possession's probably a good thing.
yeah. Yeah, we played some teams that did pretty well in possession. And we're going to play Enterprise does a good job with possession, too.
Looks like the defender went through Blattner there after he cleared it. No call. Lions get the throw in. Kyle with the fake throw to the middle. Tries to get it out wide, and the Wetumpka defender kicks the ball out of bounds. Another throw in for the Lions.
Got to get the ball in the middle of the field and we can actually hit a shot here. Loomis or Colin or
Kyle with a cross. Bowles tried to bring that down.
That's a little high for him.
Strong.
Little.
Maybe been hitting that bench press a little too much.
Here we go. Take your time.
All right, Holstenbach collects the ball, sends it back to Brantley Jordan.
Right in the middle there, buddy.
Jordan kicks the ball to a Wetumpka Indian, who collects it.
This kid's going to shoot
slide it over.
Covered
Colin
by Colin
Rogers did a good job of getting in front of that shot. He gets it out to Siegler. Siegler finds Tim. Tim has to bring it back. Nice call. He's trying to see if he could retain possession. As soon as Tim lost it, the referee blew the whistle. Colin Rogers over the ball. Great pass into Chris Loomis.
Just a little too long. Held it just a tad too long. I don't know if he had any options, though. That was the
Indians now with a little run through. Send a harmless ball to Brantley Jordan, who collects it.
Way too straight.
Surveys his options, slowing it down just a little bit. I like that. He can punt the ball really well, too.
He does hit it well.
Flips the field. Siegler battling for it. Ball goes out of bounds. Lions throw in.
Don't forget, if you want to let us know, you can go to Facebook, Prattville Alive on Facebook, and leave a comment.
Mason Andrea Dekis on for the throw. Nice combination passing over there.
Offside.
Offside. Call.
He came from an offside position. Oh, no. I guess not.
Bad throw.
Is that what he did? That's what he called? Okay. Guess that's the only thing could be, right?
Kicked the ball out of bounds. Sorry, I got to catch up on the film here. Nice throw in. Tim did an excellent job. Keep that ball in play.
Great. Ran out of bounds.
Did really good.
Yeah.
And earned a corner kick. Good work, Tim Jackson.
Let's get the ball in the middle of the field.
Tim puts the word action. Tim Action Jackson. Sets up for the corner. Tim's feeling it. He's like not giving the ball up now. It's like, I got it. Sends the ball in, back post.
Couldn't get to it. Didn't have anybody there.
Don't see any black jerseys around that back post.
I get it there. Handball. There we go. Oh, he didn't call it. He put the whistle in his mouth. He didn't call it.
Whistle might have broke on that one. Lions got their form. Oh, that was a nice play. Well done by Siegler to go back and win that ball. Sends it ahead, and Tim Jackson's playing 1v4, which is really tough. Now the Lions are moving ahead. Colin Rogers has the ball. Great ball behind the defense.
We couldn't get on it.
Need a line to get on the end of that one. Clayton Bowles running over. I believe that was a good no call by the referee.
Sure
Tim tried to sell it. Lions moving the ball around well now.
We'll take the throw.
Olsen back with a couple options there. He decided to go ahead and try to get the ball up, start the attack again.
0-0. Just about 23 minutes left in the first half. No real good. Well, one good opportunity for the Lions. Not a many for the Indians. He's off.
Good pass by Loomis. Unfortunately, Jackson was behind the back line just a little bit.
He's going to probably go off the field here. Oh, nope. He didn't call it.
Ball back in play by the Indians. Kyle gets on the end of it. Gets the ball over to Loomis. Bowles battles it. Gets the ball to Holson back, who gets out of the way. Lets Colin Slay clear it up. The Indians are able to regain possession.
Got to be stronger there.
Chris just kicks it out of play, let it reset it. Chose not to go back to the goalie on that one, and that was a good
that's
decision.
probably a good decision not to go to the goalie. He maybe could have kicked it down the field.
Throw in by the Indians. And number 12 just kicks it wide.
Gave us a little present there.
We accept all forms of gifts.
That we needed that.
Slay puts the ball back in play. Gets the ball out to Blattner. Blattner tried to touch it over to Bowles. I saw what he was trying to do. Just unlucky.
That's a good cross there. That's a good change of field there by the Indians.
Number 3 is a good player. I remember him from Wetumpka. Gets the ball. Tim. Gets the ball back to Clayton. Clayton gets the ball up.
Oh, we're going to get to it. Not going to be able to get it to us. Good
Just
thought,
out
though.
of reach.
It's a really good thought.
Nice run of play there by the Lions. Indians get the throw in. Mason closes it off. Tries to send a ball up. Tim just kind of waits and lets the Indian put himself in a bad position. Takes the ball from him. Now is trying to work across. Sends the ball through. Indian defender does a nice job to clear that out.
Kind of Karate Kidded that out of there, didn't he?
He did. Danielson. Trained by Miyagi. Siegler did a good job. Kind of using his body to shield that defender off the ball, but another defender came back. Was able to clear it away.
Oh, can't have that.
You know, I don't see Mason pushed off too many balls. No, that was an unusual set there. Tim in
Flag
behind
stays
the
down.
Indians.
Let's get a good shot here. Oh.
Just lost possession. He almost had it. He was really close. He was trying to figure out what his options were because there was no one where he was.
Throw into Colin Rogers.
Nice throw in back. Colin Rogers makes a little room for himself along the line. Sends it across. Oh,
man.
He's got to get some more black jerseys around
that was a great opportunity there. That ball made it a lot farther than I thought it was going to.
Sure did. Went all the way through. Colin Saleh.
I'm not sure what he's
toying with number 9. He better get rid of the
that's
ball before 9 takes it from him. He does. Sends the ball up to Bowles. Bowles slips it out wide to Blattner. Blattner's trying to beat his man wide. It's going to be tough to get around three. Three's long.
Oh, little nutmeg there.
Three's a good player. Late in the game, they brought him up to get a little bit of an offensive push, and it worked for the Indians, if I remember right.
Still 0-0. 19 minutes left in the first half.
I believe your mother would want to hear nil.
Yeah, I know. She is listening in Arkansas. Brother listening in Michigan. Maybe the only two people listening, but hey.
That's why we do this, for family that lives out of town.
That's right.
If you're in town, you need to be here.
Yeah, we love that.
Absolutely. But we understand.
Any support for the Lions soccer team, though, we'll gladly accept.
Unless you have the flu, then stay at home.
Corona.
Do not want you here if you are sick. Indians trying to figure out what they're trying to do.
Let's not play there. Let's get the ball out.
Oh, Mason did a good job to get in front of that shot. Tim battling hard, gets pushed down pretty hard. That should probably have been a call.
I don't know what he would do.
Like a forearm shiver to his back.
Certainly was a lot more than the first call down here on Daniel.
Tough break for the Lions.
That was a really tough break there. Kind of sandwiched him there.
And again, the arm came up across his back, which typically they call. Unusual. Ball comes out to Bowles. Bowles is looking at his options. Decides to slide it back to Loomis. Loomis gets it up to Tim. Tim makes a turn.
I think he was on. He was on too. The guy in the center kept him on.
I believe Siegler's now over on this right side, close side. Near side if you're watching on the film.
Film. Video?
Video.
Oh, you.
Film. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Thrown by the Indians.
Gotta
They
be
promptly kick it out of bounds. Very nice. The day starts quickly. Tim collects it, drops it back to Kyle again, who tries to find Siegler on the back end.
Got to hit some pressure on this guy.
He just about dribbled it out of bounds.
He did a good job there to keep that from going out of bounds.
He did. Number 3 kicks it out of bounds. Lions ball. And a substitution will be made. Siegler will go off. And shortly, I'll tell you who's on. Looks like number 24, Ethan Jones, is on the field, giving Siegler a little bit of a break.
Once again, for my brother in Michigan, Prattville is in black. Wetumpka is in white.
Does he have a black and white TV, Jimmy?
Apparently, I'm not. Even if he does, it still should work out for him, right?
He probably has the volume turned off.
Well, that's his own fault.
Didn't hear you the first time you tried to clarify it for him. Blattner over on that far side now. I believe Jones was trying to get Siegler over here to create an opportunity and then just decided to pull him off for a few minutes to give him a break. Mason with the header. There we go. Nice call. Referee right on top of that one.
I think we're going to have to get Loomis forward in the second half if we want to create some opportunities. He's just too good over the ball, and I think Wetumpka is not necessarily. I mean, they're more of just run through you. I think he's our best person with the ball at his feet.
Bowles did a good job to keep that ball, try to create some opportunity. Loomis with a good ball in. Defenders all up in the way.
Defender actually was blocking his own goalie there.
He was blocking everybody trying to wait for his goalie to come get the ball. Nice kick out by the goalie. Mason on top of it. He doesn't let a ball drop, does he?
It dropped, but it didn't drop very much.
He was right on it. Slade takes a touch to the outline.
There we go.
Kicks it off
We'll
a
take
Wetumpka Indian, who is now hobbled just a little bit. I'm an opposing player. I don't want to take it down that right side.
Don't like that.
Yeah, Holzenbeck has, again, caused a little bit of a problem on that backside. He's really got to just get rid of that ball.
Yeah, get it up the field. He wasn't under pressure. There's no need to pass that ball back.
You just don't want to put your goalie in a bad position. And unfortunately, Wetumpka's playing high press up there, and so they're on the goalie.
And there's why I like Loomis in the front. A little heavy there.
Nice idea, a little strong. Wetumpka with the quick restart, trying to catch the lines napping in the midfield. Fortunately, an Indian kicks the ball out of bounds, and the Lions will take over on a throw-in. 13:42 to play. Still 0-0.
Cavalier with that, and it's going to end up costing us.
Throw-in. Fortunate for the Lions. Holzenbeck tries to clear it, but ended up kicking it backward quite a bit.
I don't think there's a real need to put that ball back there. We're more or less taking it from no trouble and passing it back into trouble.
Yeah, you'd really like to see that ball cleared out to one of the sides. The Indians' wild shot that went way wide to the far side, and Colin Soleil will set it up for a goal kick to restart.
Our strong point, not our feet. I mean, we hustle, we work hard, we're a straightforward, get the ball over the top kind of team, but we don't want to put ourselves where we have to depend on that kind of stuff.
We cannot make those mistakes Friday night, because Enterprise will make us pay every time we do.
That's absolutely true.
Anderson Graves with a nice attempt there to trap that ball. Indians, however, recover. They're going down the right side. Colin Soleil's running over. Indians, Pierce kicked it out of bounds. It'll be a line throw-in.
Looks like they've moved Colin Rogers back to center back. They're exactly my point right there. We've got to.
I believe watching the film on this one, they're going to see it quite clearly. We won't have to point it out.
No, that's
Tim Jackson tried to do a little pass around, but number 3 is not having that right now. 3 did a good job to body him off. Throw-in goes to Prattville. Ethan Jones now collects the ball. Gets tripped by number 3. They're giving advantage to Prattville.
I'm not sure that was much of an
Tim will
advantage.
then kick it out of bounds.
We've got one guy and they've got 3. I'm not sure that's the definition of advantage. Possession's not advantage.
No, I mean, you gotta let them play a little bit, but I think it still should have been called and brought back. Wetumpka now tries to switch fields. Anderson gets in the middle, collects the ball, gets it over to Bowles, who then slides it over to Anderson, tries to find Bowles again. Bowles wins it, sends it out wide.
That's us, though.
Got a deflection. That was nice.
Almost a really good play there.
Kyle Haday will restart it for the Lions with a throw-in.
10.5 minutes left here in the first half. Still 0-0.
And Siegler comes back on for Ethan Jones.
Let's see if Daniel can make something happen here.
Time to hit the afterburner.
Ooh. It was a little handy there, wasn't it?
Saturday, that would have been a high kick.
Oh.
Tumpka's able to settle the ball, get it out to their midfield. They promptly turn the ball back over to the Lions.
Our passing.
That was a good drop back by Siegler there.
But there's not as crisp, and our touches aren't as crisp as. Good idea, wrong placement there.
It looks like everything's just rushed a little bit. Just a little rushed. Need a little more calm and composure on the ball. Mason did a good job to keep that Indian from collecting the ball, but they still get the throw in.
Another throw for the Indians, way in the corner.
Take a short throw in. Indians try to bring it out, look for a cross.
There we go.
Gets turned away by the Lions defense.
I'm telling you, that guy's going to try to shoot every time he touches the ball.
He is. And from there, I'm fine with him.
Yeah, I'm fine with him. Yeah, shoot too.
Brantley Jordan collects the ball, surveys his options, winds up, punts the ball. Is at about the 47-yard line. Lions are able to collect it. And promptly turn it over to the Indians. Got 8 minutes to play. Indians have the ball. Looking for an opportunity.
There we go.
It's a nice turnover. Clayton Bowles did a good job to step up there. Got pulled a little bit from behind. Oh, referee did see that. Excellent call by the center ref. Lions will set it up.
I'd like to see Loomis get up in the
Loomis takes it quickly. Gets Colin Rogers on a nice cross, just a little.
That's a good thought.
Little
curve to that, and I think we're right there.
And that keeper comes out. He comes out on everything that's close to that box.
So you need to. We're giving them way too much time here to play with the ball and pick somebody out, and they're not doing that to us up front, and we're having a problem with it. We didn't even cover them, and they kicked the ball out of bounds. I think we put a little pressure on them, make them make a mistake. That's where we take advantage of things.
Tim with the throw in. Siegler making the run. Wins the ball with his speed and effort. Rips a shot.
That's a good effort there, though. That's
Indian
a good
keeper's
effort.
up to the challenge. It's what you want to see from Daniel Siegler.
That's his game.
Speed and effort.
And he does it really, really well. Just out-muscle a guy, beat a guy to the ball, and out-muscle him.
Chris does a good job there to body 13 off the ball. Sends the ball up to Tim. Just a bit offside.
Just a step, maybe.
If I remember right, in Wetumpka, they ran that offside trap a bunch against us in the first half, and we started figuring it out in the second half.
But we figured it out with Loomis at the top.
That's right. Much to 13's disagreement. Throw in for the Lions.
Got to do better there.
The Indians are still able to collect it, send the ball wide, where he has plenty of time to just hang out with the ball.
Way too much room there.
Brantley
I'm not
Jordan
sure what
way
exactly
out
he's doing there.
And headed the ball for a corner kick. He had defenders back, Jimmy. What do you think he was thinking?
I'm not real sure. Not real sure. We haven't played real smart soccer in the first half. Luckily, it hasn't cost us yet, but there's some things that we don't usually do.
Well, I know the juniors had the ACT yesterday, so perhaps it's the standardized testing that's costing the Lions
Is that
tonight.
it? Wow. You are an attorney, aren't you? I want you to represent me.
I also sleep at Holiday Inn Expresses, Jimmy.
That was nice.
Good ball in by the Indians.
So what you're saying is the ACT from yesterday may have been the reason why.
I've just got to think they used their brain cells on it, and they're just trying to reestablish.
Is that right?
Some semblance of concentration now.
All right, let's get some guys up. I'd like to see somebody fill right here. There's a lot of space between the back line.
Siegler to Jackson, who tried to slip a little backhill pass back to Siegler, but it was just out of his reach. Now, Mason is going to work. He's got a tremendous work rate. I noticed that when he played on the junior varsity earlier this season. His motor doesn't stop running. And I think that's what Jones was looking for after this past weekend up in Birmingham, just another motor out there that just keeps running the entire game. And he's brought that so far this game.
We'll get to do better there.
Looks like the Indians are slowing down a little bit too right now, doesn't it?
But we seem a little disjointed, just not in sync. Like I said, we're not the big. It's going to be a tough. That's a tough assignment right there. 13's a big kid.
Hey, Blattner was right on his back the whole time.
He was.
4 minutes to play,
like
no
a
score in
fly.
the contest. Blattner was not scared.
He wasn't scared. See, all the time in the world here. And then one mistake, and
they're shooting on goal. And wide shot by the Indians there. About 3:45 left to play. No score in the contest. Lions are looking to maybe get a last-minute goal here to go in the half.
That'd be okay with me.
Well, Colin Rogers is going to try to start it right here. He sent the ball down, and the Indians just promptly kick it right back toward him. He collects it again. Says, no. I don't want it on my end. I want it on your end. Lions now get the ball. Tim with the ball. He's trying to send one through. Indians able to corral it. Start back on a counter. And again, their passing's just as out of sync tonight as ours has been.
That's right. But I think we're supposed to be a little better passing team. Sure. Not exactly sure what that was there. Tim had plenty of room, could have let that ball hit and taken it down the side. I can tell you one thing, I don't think the throw-in was way down here, though, was it?
I believe they called a bad throw-in on Mason there. It looked like he kicked the ball.
Good block by Rogers.
That was actually Soleil on that one. Dynamic duo. Colin and Colin.
Another goal kick here for the Lions.
Rogers will take this one. With 2 minutes to play in the half. It's kind of like the Lions throttled back a little bit. They've been playing with a little more energy up until about the 10-minute mark, and since then it's just kind of been dump it and then try to defend.
It's not the same team that played against Oak Mountain Saturday afternoon. That team would have been up 2 or 3-0 here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, because they certainly aren't as skilled as.
That was a nice ball down by Blattner. He did a good job to control that. 3 just took it off his foot. Loomis with a nice step.
Got to put pressure on him. There we go.
And it leads to a turnover. Point made. And the Indians are just trying to keep the ball away from their goal.
We put I mean, neither team is skilled enough to hold the ball and under constant pressure. I'm not sure what that was, but there we go, Clayton.
For another turnover, the Indians have the ball. Turned it over to Prattville, but Prattville turned it right back over. Now they're trying to find something late. Kyle tried to step to the ball. Someone needs to cover that inside run. Soleil steps back out, try to defend it. And again, the Indians. Nice. It just feels a little more solid back there with Colin and Colin playing defense in the middle.
It does, but it's going to end up 0-0.
Final 10 seconds here. Lions just got to keep them out of the
goal
for
first half.
A few seconds left. 2, 1, and that is it. It's halftime here at Stanley Jensen Stadium. Score is 0-0 or 0-0 between the Lions and the Indians. Jimmy, what do the Lions need to do better in the second half?
I think we've got to pressure the ball. We're giving them way too much time in the back and the midfield, and that's not our game. We need to pressure the ball and make them make a mistake.
Absolutely.
Make them make a mistake. They haven't really pressured us. I don't think it wouldn't seem like a good plan for us to sit back, because I think that give them room and opportunities to shoot. That's what they need. But I think under pressure, And we saw it a couple of times where we put them under pressure and they gave the ball back to us. So I think that's going to be one thing. I'd love to see Chris Loomis move up to 9 and give us some
little jolt on offense.
Right.
One of the things we talked about earlier this season is that it's really the lines are best when they're playing high energy, high press, get after it, and we've not really seen much of that tonight. So hoping that Coach Jones can maybe rally the troops a little bit in the locker room, give them a word of encouragement, and fire them up to give us a quality second half.
Right, and I think there are teams that sitting back a little bit is something you have to do. Mountain Brook and Oak Mountain and Southside Gadsden and probably Enterprise are some of those teams. But I think with Wetumpka, we may actually outskill them a little bit, and I think it's something that we need to take advantage of that. Put some pressure on, put them under pressure, try to make a play, and hope for a mistake.
Attack, attack, attack.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's it for us here for the first half. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back before the second half kicks off. Thank you for joining us here on the Prattville Soccer Network. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Apologies. We had some technical difficulties, but we got it all worked out. I believe the coronavirus attacked our system set up, but we have found an antivirus that we gave it, and it's working now, Jimmy.
It does. I'm going to have to take full credit for that issue.
We're going to blame you fully for it. How's that? 100% liability. But we're live now. It's still 0-0. 32 minutes to play in the game. Lions showing a little bit more life this half.
It's a great kick there.
It was a very good kick. Appears Wetumpka's just trying to throw the ball toward the net, try to get something going, because they've not had many opportunities this half yet. Lions defense does a good job to stifle that attack, and now Brantley Jordan starts the play, gets the ball out to Kyle Haday. Day works with Jackson a little bit, but unfortunately turns it over to the Indians. Indians now slide it over to a player in the middle. All right, Siegler now has the ball. Tracking to the middle of the field, bringing everybody with him.
That's okay.
The Indians are able to collect the ball, turn his attack away. Now they're trying to counter. Got a rather quick ball out to number 9 down the near side. Ball goes out of bounds on Mason. So it
Looks
will
like
be an Indian throw-in.
I think they gave him a corner the way he pointed.
Ah.
A little better view.
That is kind of the corner I struggle to see.
For everyone that was listening on Facebook or watching on Facebook, it's now not live on Facebook, but it is on YouTube and Twitter. So if you go to Prattville Live on YouTube, you'll find us there.
That was a very dangerous ball that went right through the entire Prattville defense and out of bounds for a Lion throw-in. Kyle Haday with the throw. Sends the ball deep into the, to the back line of the Indians, who then kick it out of bounds. Tim Jackson now with the throw-in. He drops it in for Kyle, who picks the ball up. Attempted to kick the ball off of an Indian player and out of bounds, but the Indian player did a good job to keep that ball in play. So the Lions just turn around and kick it out of bounds yet again.
I just don't get it. We had plenty of time there, bring the ball down, and
had options to pass too.
Yeah.
It's like impatient play. Just pressing too much maybe.
There's that pressure. There's the mistake. Oh, well, I thought we made it, but it's still.
Nice turn by that Indian there. He just touched it a few too many times.
Well, it's not over yet.
Daniel just overran that. Mason out to defend against number 9. Strikes that ball out of bounds for an Indian throw-in. Colin Rogers there with the defense. He collects it nicely and sends the ball out of danger.
Got to get up. Got to get up. There we go.
You're right. Just a little pressure by the Lions creates turnovers.
And no pressure by the Indians, and it creates turnovers.
Well, you hate to see that. But it does happen. Indians.
not exactly.
No pressure. He kicks the ball out of bounds.
Flawless soccer here this evening, is it?
I blame the ACT. I'm pretty sure Wetumpka had to take it as well.
That wasn't. We just Colin Rogers give it away there.
Chris does a good job. Oh, nice, and draws a penalty too. Looks like Jones has returned Holsom back to the back line and moved Colin Rogers back up. Colin Rogers tries to find Loomis, but sends the ball long to an Indian defender.
That wasn't Colin. Colin was up here. Not sure who
Colin
did.
Soleil.
That's twice now we've done that. Oh, that's a good ball.
That's a great ball. Daniel just
hey, well, there's
takes
a
a
shot on
shot.
goal. That's okay.
keep the goalie honest.
That's all right. Brought the ball down well too. I thought they did a great job there.
Yeah,
bringing
he
the ball
collected
down.
it and
This
shot
is what
well.
scares me. These bounces, and then we have nobody. That was a good job by Colin Soleil though. Stayed right with it. All right, take it down there.
Yeah,
Keep
Chris
going.
Olsenbach did a good job on that play.
Oh,
Nice crossover to Daniel. Just a little too far out in front.
But he had plenty of room. I like to see him take it a little further down and have somebody come to him, draw a man to him, and maybe that opens up another lane. Good
That's
job
right
by Chris Loomis there.
Two petitioning for the throw, even though Loomis didn't protest at all.
Lots of room. Not sure what that accomplished, but hey, it may actually work out for us.
Switched the field, got it to one of his line players, who then passed over to an Indian.
"27 minutes left here in the second half. Still 0-0. That's a pretty good ball. Let's get up. Oh, see, we don't have anybody up. He's up there by himself, and there's 4 Indians back, and they still headed the ball out of bounds.
Gray gets run in from behind.
There we go.
He does call it after the Lions turn the ball over. Excellent call by the head ref. Call them head refs? Center refs?
Center refs.
Center
yes.
refs. We did get clarification on the 10-goal rule. You have to play at one half of soccer. And so whatever the score is after halftime, as soon as it's 10-0 or the other team's up 10 goals, then the game is over. So if you go to halftime and it's 11-1, when you come out at halftime, the game's over. As soon as they blow the whistle into play. So that we got that clarification after the Robert E. Lee game, where the Lions were up 9-0 at halftime, and there was a little confusion on our part on when the game would actually end.
Not going to be an issue this evening.
Will not be an issue this evening. Very astute observation.
Thank you.
Jimmy Rogers is on top of it, folks.
I did my best. Except for knocking us off the air.
Well, that's all right. Wi-Fi is an important part of this whole process.
The funny thing is, we hadn't had an issue all year, and Stacy leaves us alone for the first time all year, and literally 15 minutes after he leaves.
Well, that just goes to show how important Stacy Mills is to the entire process.
That's very true.
Siegler try to win that ball. He will track him down. Number 6 thinks he's going to get a nice run, but Siegler doesn't allow him to do so. Indians try to feed one through. Colin Soleil cuts it off, starts dribbling up, finds a nice pass to Tim Jackson, who gets tripped.
That's got to be a card there.
And then a nice little kick away. I think he's flirting with a yellow card, number 2 for the Indians. He's having a little discussion with the head ref right now. Center ref, I'm sorry.
We haven't really done anything here. I'm not sure why Collins and Rogers are not taking these. Well, Collins Soleil can get it down in there.
If Soleil can hit Rogers, I like Rogers' chances. The question is, what will he do?
That's a good ball.
Try to find the head of Siegler. It looks like it just went off of Siegler's head a little bit.
That was a good ball. That was a really good ball. I mean, it put it in a spot. He heads it to the center of the field, and we're in business, as they say in Alabama.
Business. Wetumpka goalkeeper taking his time getting the ball back in play. 24 minutes left in the game. Score still 0-0. Loomis collects it. One-touch pass to Rogers. Sends a nice ball to Blattner. Blattner
He's
just
off.
tried to get the
kind
ball
of a good
through.
thing that didn't go through, because they were both offsides.
Well, they were both offside. Siegler's a little upset he hit the post there, but he was off well before the shot. Now, answer this. A player's in an offside position. His teammate tries to cross him the ball. It hits a defender or two. Still offside?
Depends. It's not. That's kind of the thing with, why are you going to ask me that?
I like to put you on the spot.
I was gonna say.
Don't you know me? Olsen back sends the ball.
There we go.
Toward the Indian defense.
Good hustle, though.
Has a nice little tie-up with one of the Indians there.
It's a good hustle.
Mason steps to the ball, again with a good hustle. Soleil's trying to run down number 9. Indians get a cross in. and it's turned away by the line defender.
That's okay.
It's like he went out of bounds. Indian throw in. Lions did a good job to get back, protect the goal. Lazy throw in by the Indian. Really, that's probably an illegal throw in, but it's all right. It's just a restart. Terrible throw in by an Indian there.
Give that again. There he did.
I mean, how many bad ones in a row?
Yeah, that's 3 or 4. This guy, for all his flag waving at the beginning of the game, that was right in front of him. I mean, it wasn't a difficult call there. If you want me to answer a refereeing question, let me get one of those.
He just apparently missed it.
Oh, that's a great ball. Good job by our goalie there.
But the center ref was all over it. He was paying attention. And I'm sure the AR would have raised his flag if play had continued.
That may bring rain there.
Went into the lights.
Up.
I lost it for a minute.
There we go. Let's get a little movement. Let's get a little. Oh, back. That's okay.
C-Rod chips the ball up. Siegler's going out wide to get it.
There we go.
Indian defender did a good job to get over there.
Not sure we won't forward throwing the ball in. Unless he throws it to Loomis like he did last week, and that seemed to work out for us.
Worked very well.
Yeah.
Looking at his options. Throws it into Blattner. Blattner sends it out. And Rogers pounds it off of one of the Indian players. Ball went 25 rows up. Blattner now collects the ball. Sends it out to Rogers, who
that wasn't
tried to look like he was caught between trying to pass it and shoot it. And it happens. 21 minutes to play. Score is still 0-0. It's a defensive struggle.
I think struggle is the key word in that sentence.
Both teams have struggled. Let's just be honest. It's not been a very pretty game. Soccer's known as a beautiful game, Jimmy, when it's played well. It's not been quite so beautiful tonight, but sometimes it looks a little ugly.
We get that first goal, I'll be okay with that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a little.
I thought Loomis did a good job just to play the spot, but referee's going to award a kick.
Too much room. I don't know where we're going with that. Good job there.
Rogers collects it. Nice ball out wide to Blattner. Blattner sends the ball up to Siegler. Just a little too heavy.
Yeah.
This
Good
turf
thought,
runs
though.
fast. It does. On a grass field, that would have been an excellent ball up.
That wasn't quite the beautiful game, but I think the pretty game, the not ugly game there, I think that'll work for us. That was a good job by Loomis.
The prom date game?
Oh, you don't want your prom date to be. I don't know what prom you went to.
That's a nice ball by the Indian there. Defense did a good job to make them bring it back.
There we go. See all that room there, though. Way too much room. Now we've got to move up. We've got to step here.
A lot of walking by the lines here. Mason with the throw in. Finds Loomis in the middle. Loomis with the turn.
Oh, too heavy. It's a good thought, though. I like him going on a little run. We get a little space.
I do, too. Mason with another throw in. Blattner battling for it. High kick. Very nice. And another ball kicked away. You got it.
Now let Loomis go get in the
There we go. Stop the clock, Caroline. And that's about time. You know, you can be frustrated, but you just can't kick the ball out of frustration. It's going to get you carded. And unfortunately for number 6 there, the Indians, he just let all of his frustration out on a ball that he didn't need to do. They've battled tough. It's kind of a useless penalty. It doesn't really do anything for your team other than put him in a bad position.
Well, they were already had a penalty. It just takes one of their better players out, and they're, well, Big 13 comes in. I don't know where he's been, but he does a pretty good job.
Colin Slay standing over the ball. He's ready to put this ball into play. 18:47. So the clock starts back. Nice ball in. Keeper's up to the challenge.
Just a little long. It's a nice light ball, though. That's the way you want to hit it. Just a little bit long.
Bowles collects the ball, sends the ball up, trying to find someone on that backside. Oh, an Indian kicked it off of his player. Ooh.
Well, I think we have to let that one go after our in the first half. We're even now, though. We're even now.
Got to call the next one.
Yeah. Hopefully it's.
Loomis tried to collect that. Oh, handball. Let him play on. Siegler goes and collects the ball.
We got to get people up.
Siegler cuts back. Nice.
That's not shoot. That's.
Oh, he just sends a ball that. Got to get some more black jerseys up to get them around that cross. Wetumpka now collects the ball. Mason does an excellent job to run the Wetumpka player off the ball. Mason will now handle the throw in too. Bad throw by Mason.
That's just, it's not really excusable.
The lack of focus is what it is.
I mean, not at high varsity soccer.
He's played a good game.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that has to happen, but it's just part of the growth process for these young players. Wetumpka turns it over, and Holzenbach just kind of kicks it down the field. Bowles did a great job to intercept that ball. Again, the Indians are just kind of playing kickball. We're getting sucked in doing it every now and then as well. I just feel like if we could string a few passes together, kind of settle down the play a little bit, we'd have some opportunities.
Free kick for the Indians.
They're not a fan of piggyback rides here in soccer.
Was he on pretty good?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I had
Bowles does a good job to harass the Indian players.
All right, now let's
Tim
get
does a
up.
good
Let's
job to
get
win
up
the
and
ball.
go. Let's get up and go.
Oh,
I
Siegler
like
ran
that.
right by that defender.
I like that.
Defender's doing a good job to stay with him. Excellent job by the defender. Oh, we just need somebody going to the goal.
Oh, Colin Rogers was there, just
He
a
was.
little out of his reach. He is not.
Head in his hands, he was devastated. He's like, oh,
he had,
so close.
It was a great run by Siegler, though. A really good run by Siegler.
Need Siegler to get back on
Yeah,
side.
we don't need to. He's still not on sides. All right, come
Now,
on, Chris. Take the ball through. Give it back to him. Give it back to him.
Putting
Give
a
it
few
back to
passes
him.
together. Nice ball through by Tim.
And we wasted.
Just got to put that cross inside at the top of the six.
Hit it low. Hit it down. Bounce it off somebody.
Just banging it far post, and there's no one there.
Well, that was far post and a half.
Yeah, that was all the way to the concession stand. By the way, the concession stand is open tonight.
You know, that really doesn't apply to the people listening.
Not at
watching on
all,
TV.
but for those that are listening in the stands, go to the concession stand now.
Yeah, if you were wondering if the concession
Both
stand
of you.
was open.
That are listening in the stands.
It's about 20 seconds behind, too, so that would be a tough watch. There we go. Now.
Nice turnover.
Chris,
Loomis
I'd
kicks
love
it
to
back
see him.
out to Anderson Graves. Anderson sees
No.
for some
Forward.
opportunities. Indians
Forward,
do a
man.
good job to press that position, though.
Got
And
to go
causes
forward.
a turnover.
Oh.
A little extension of the arm there. Oh, and he calls it against
Yeah,
Bowles.
that's a bad call.
12 extended his arms fully. Bowles just retaliated because he was tired of getting pushed around illegally.
Looks like they've moved Loomis to the top. I like that.
14 minutes to play. The Lions are looking for any opportunity they can muster now.
Well, they haven't really pressured us on offense.
They had a lot better opportunities when we played in Wetumpka a few weeks ago. They've not had those same opportunities tonight. I think Coach Jones did a good job to identify how well they played and where they were strong, and then he made some key changes to the personnel. We just need to get on the end of one here. Anderson struggles to bring that ball down and kicks it out of bounds. Indians with the throw in.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm not sure what more. I mean, guy falls down.
I don't know what else you can do if you're Loomis.
All right, let's
Kyle
go.
sends the ball to Bowles. Bowles looking. Carries it a few yards. Nice. He finds Rogers in the middle of the field, who sends the ball up. Blattner's trying to get on it. Just a little much.
It's okay. It's okay. You get the ball. Pressure, pressure. There we go.
Continue with the pressure.
We got to do something.
Need to
with
find
it, though.
feet.
Yeah.
Not just
Had
kick
time.
it.
Had time.
Not just kick it. Find feet.
There's that space in the middle. We're gonna have to get back.
Somebody needs to come step up, take it away.
There we go.
That was good. Soleil initially turned it away, and then Holstenbeck was able to get on the end of it and get it out of danger.
Well, we got to stop that.
I think they've got a little bit of a mismatch there. They've taken advantage of that a couple times here in the last few minutes.
And these are dangerous situations where ball bounces around and they end up scoring, and that's over the goal.
That Indian did try out for the field goal unit on the football team last fall. He was good on 3 of 5 attempts.
Oh, he really did?
I completely made that up.
I was going to
have
say,
no
you had me
idea.
convinced. I was like, oh, really? I don't remember seeing him. I was at that
That
game.
was a nice kick from an angle, so if he didn't, he may need to look at doing that next fall.
There we go.
Loomis gets the ball out wide to Bowles. Bowles collects it. Tries to, he just struggled to keep it in. I really thought he was going to be able to do it.
Pressure. There we go. Pressure, and they kick the ball out of bounds. And it wasn't.
Colin Rogers collects it.
Wasn't even
He
a lot
finds
of
Loomis. Loomis drops it back to C. Raj. Colin tried to battle through.
Yeah, he's got to make more of that.
Wetumpka's now got numbers forward. And
We'll take that every
they
time.
kind of wasted an opportunity there as well. That player's now got a little bit of a limp. This
I
turf
think
will
that's the
get you.
same kid that was limping.
Colin was trying to play the bank shot to Loomis. Anderson did a good job to steal the
there
ball
we-
there. He won that matchup. Very nice, Anderson. A little adversity's good. He's up to the challenge. And then promptly kicks it out of bounds. Wetumpka walks another throw in.
Ball stays in.
It does. Blattner wins it. Nope. Wetumpka's back on it.
Got to put pressure there. Collins got to. There we go.
Ball's played deep. We got need some jerseys moving forward. A lot of walking still by the Prattville Lions. I'm not sure if they're tired or what the deal is. Lions awarded the throw in. Thrown into Colin Rogers.
There we go.
Oh, who draws the penalty? Good job, C.
A
Raj.
little floppy there, but we'll take it.
He's only twice the size of the kid that took him down, but sometimes you got to sell it just right, and C. Raj did on that occasion. Just outside the penalty box.
That is really just outside the penalty box, isn't it?
I would like to see C. Raj just rear back and fire one in.
Oh, I can guarantee you that's what's going to happen. Whether it goes in or not, I can't say, but he's going to rear back and kick it.
I just want to see him drive it low and hard.
His uncle was a big flopper in his day, so I think that might be where he gets that from. His grandmother's an actress, so
Comes from a long line of
a long line of floppers and
floppers
pretenders.
and actresses. Thespians, I believe is the word.
That is the word.
Colin Rogers is itching to start this. Here he goes. Drives it low and hard, just hits the side of the net. It's a good try.
Now,
8:39 to play here in the second half. Time is running out for the Lions to get a goal and
after the
take a lead.
Hewitt-Trustful game, I'm hesitant to say if that's in or not.
Need to always wait.
Yeah.
Need to always wait. Indians keeper's about to put the ball back in play. Winds up, kicks it out.
Oh, that was a nice effort by that guy.
It really was. Olsenbach had good position.
But
and he just stuck his foot out and was able to drop it back to his player.
I'm not sure
Indians
if he
now
intended
looking.
to do that, but if he did, well done.
That's right.
That's right up there with the beautiful game there.
Good step by Anderson there on defense. Ball went out of bounds, but he did keep it off the Indian foot and stop their attack. Defense is now reset. Indians with a throw in.
Again.
And again. Ooh, that wind up. Anderson battling hard in the middle of the field. It's like a little desperation on the part of the Indians.
That's not where we want to go there. There we go.
Mason gets the ball up to Loomis. Loomis collects it. Little drop back to Searaj. Searaj rips the ball up. Blattner pulls it back. Gets it over to Tim.
Oh, come on, Tim.
Tim battles through.
There we go.
Slides
nice
it out
work.
wide to Siegler.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad thought.
That was a great thought. Very good thought.
Flick it backwards, but he.
So, Jimmy, if we're playing the aggregate and we tie here, nice ball into to Loomis. Oh, what a defensive play there.
Chris is going to regret that.
Wow.
He's going to not regret.
He was just about to pull that ball back. Yeah.
Really was.
Let the defender run by and have a wide open shot.
But I'll take him doing that out of anybody on the team.
Absolutely.
He's the guy you want doing that.
Colin Slay heads it back to Hidey. I'm sure that was his intention all along.
And
Hidey just kicks it out of bounds. So the score was 2-2 or 2-1 in Wetumpka, right? Or was it 2-2?
2-2.
2-2. All right. So we scored 2 away goals. If the score here holds at 0-0, we win on aggregate, right?
Yeah, we'll advance to the next round of the Champions League, yes.
Just want to make sure I had that right.
Yeah, you did.
No, it was 2-2.
2-2. They scored. We went up 2-1, and they scored a late goal.
Barry Jackson, our cameraman, trying to keep us straight. Loomis earns a great corner kick, and this will probably be one of the best chances for the Lions tonight. I need to see somebody moving up.
Yeah, I like that too. I like
Lions have 3 offensive players. Here comes Loomis, 4.
I like Bowles taking this and letting Loomis get in the middle there.
Against 8 defenders plus the keeper. All right, set it, pop it. Well, good
another
defense.
corner.
Set it back up. Let's go. I'd still like to see one more get up. Well, none of the defenders are going to step up and help out. There's a lot of grass in between the defenders and that
we need,
18.
We've got 4 guys on 1 kid. Oh, that guy helped us there a little bit, didn't he?
Sure he did. If we
See,
had
that's the space he needed to be into all along.
that was
Good job by
just
Consley.
too much grass there. Wetumpka's able to win the ball, kicks it off the referee, which will not earn you any bonus points later on in the game.
It's
Slay
later on in the
cuts
game.
it off.
Nice
Turns it
work.
out wide.
Nice work.
Gets it to Searaj. Searaj moves the ball up.
He wanted Tim. Tim maybe wrong-footed him there.
Line still pressing that back line. Loomis did a good job to hold that defender off the ball.
That's a great job.
Nice cut in. He's just trying to dribble around too many guys. Searaj bringing the ball up. Great ball over to Blattner. Blattner hits the ball into the middle, and the middle's been vacated. Where are the players?
Oh, come on now, got to bring that down.
Lions got 4 to defend 1.
That guy did a little karate. There we go. That's a little better effort there.
Bowles gets the ball, turns it.
No, let's have somebody. Let's have a thought there. Good job, Loomis. Stay with it.
Blattner did a good job to come try to close that off. Loomis tried to draw a penalty there unsuccessfully. It's a nice effort. Searaj has the ball, drops it back to Soleil. Soleil back out to Searaj. They know what they're doing.
There we go.
They
Let's
play
make
together.
a run here. Let's make a run. Got to do better than that.
Yeah, he did a good job. Loomis got it out wide to Bowles. Bowles staying after it. Oh,
That's a good tackle. I'd like to say it was a foul, but I don't think it was. All right, you got to do something here. All right, that'll work.
excellent job by Brantley Jordan. Very heady.
I honestly didn't see that coming. I thought he just stood there watching. I thought, well, it's a bad spot to be in, and he did a great job
by the keeper.
Nice job. I think he deked him a little bit. And
Soleil tried to put that ball to the coach on Wetumpka's bench. Here, coach, here's a souvenir.
2:45 left. Prattville showing a little life here, but not having any shots on goal. We got to step up there. Tim, we got to step up there. Too much room. We didn't cover anybody.
Yeah, we're just really retreated on that exchange there.
I mean, you can't cover two, but you can at least cover one. Nice job, Consolet. Oh, that's an awful call there. That's an awful call.
Oh, tough break for the Lions.
2 minutes left.
Respectfully disagree with that call. I had a ref tell me that once. If you disagree, you can say I respectfully disagree. He said that's fine.
Good job there by Anderson. Now let's get up. Got to get up.
Handball.
Handball.
Anderson, quick start. No. Colin Soleil's going to take a quick start. He's going to try to find Loomis on a breakaway. Tim sets the ball up nicely. Loomis, oh, we just need a touch. Corner kick. Corner kick. That was so close.
Minute and a half. Let's get everybody up. There's no need to have four guys when Wetumpka's got every single player in the box. We don't need four people. No, actually, they have one guy back. We've got 4-on-1 back here. I think we got that guy. Now he's going up. So let's get some more people in the box.
Mason's starting to step up now.
Got
Kyle
a minute
Day's
left.
going up too.
Got a minute left.
I think the Lions are going to take their time here and make sure they get exactly what they want. Colin Rogers, oh, he tried to sneak it in. He almost was successful.
Well, that was close, wasn't it?
It was. It might have hit the post.
Let's get it back
that ball
in.
was on the line.
Less than a minute. Let's get the ball back in.
Colin's trying to do set. Try to get it to Searaj to give him a chance to turn and fire that ball.
Turn around, turn around, turn around.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Mistake in the back by the Lions. Oh,
Yeah,
good no call.
Let's go, let's go. 30 seconds.
His Oscar will be in the mail tomorrow. It's a nice effort, but there was no contact.
All right, let's go. Over the top. Oh, that's not going to help us. Over the top. Come on,
Play
Anderson.
by today.
Go, 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 buddy. 13 seconds.
That Lions just struggling to get anything going tonight.
That's going to do it. 5. Hopefully it'll do it.
Well, that's it. Lions and Wetumpka play again and have another tie. So neither team's better or worse than the other team, Jimmy.
Not our best effort. Not our best effort at all. Well, effort was okay. It just not our best soccer. Let's put it that way.
Uninspired play, would that be an adequate descriptor? I think at times we looked like we were trying to press and play with a lot of energy, but at other times we backed off. We let them have a lot of room and just did not seem all that engaged in the match.
Yeah, I'm not sure we had our. I don't know.
Couldn't agree more. Coronavirus just got Jimmy.
He's
out. Well, the Lions finish up 0-0. Another good match with the Indians. Good as in competitive. No score. Another tie. The Lions are back in action on Friday night at 7 p.m. here.
We're going to have a much better effort, or or it's going to get ugly fast.
That's exactly right. We've lost the video feed, but we've still got audio for a few more minutes. So, yeah, the Lions are just going to have to regroup after this and really get inspired to get ready to go on Friday night, because Enterprise is going to bring a formidable team into Stanley Jensen Stadium, and the boys will have to be ready to go.
They're going to play fast. They're going to play strong.
Very aggressive.
And very aggressive. And if we don't do that, like I said, we're going to find ourselves in a hole really quick. We're going to have to sort out a few things.
Absolutely. And Coach Jones will have a day or two to try to put something together on that end. So thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate you listening in and watching the broadcast. And you can catch us again Friday night, again at 7 o'clock. We'll start promptly at 7. And we appreciate you tuning in. Jim, anything in closing?
No, that's it. Hope we'll have a better effort on Friday. We've had area game, big game. And I think we've played well enough to play with Enterprise. I watched them play yesterday, and I think we've played well enough, and we can compete with them. But we're going to have to do better than we did tonight.
I absolutely agree. All right, that's it. Thank you very much, and go Lions.